more money, better relationships, you'll be happier, you'll just have a better experience of life because you see it through a totally different lens. Emotional intelligence is one of the most important and valuable skill sets that you can have as a human being. It's the one thing that determines how you help other people as well as yourself. If you can keep your emotions in check, your entire life can change. I'm going to show you exactly how. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to show you guys exactly what it is, what the benefits are to it, and how it works. If you're new here, welcome. Consider hitting the subscribe button if you like videos like this. Hit it in the lower right-hand corner. I have a whole series coming out solely about emotional intelligence. I'm Reggie Bryant, and we're going to get into this right now. So, emotional intelligence is one of the most valuable skill sets a person can have, but what is emotional intelligence? So I want to quickly go over what emotional intelligence is, and if you already know what it is, feel free to skip a few minutes in the video so you can actually see what the benefits are so you don't go past this video and click on another one. So emotional intelligence has nothing to do with how smart you are, how many books you've read. It's really about how you handle situations, and it's about how you view yourself and how you view others and how you handle everything that you perceive pretty much. And all of these together is going to combine into you having a very valuable skill set. Here's how it works. So emotional intelligence is broken into 4 parts: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. And these 4 together combine into a big valuable skill set. And here's really the importance behind emotional intelligence. All 4 of these answer these questions based off of where you're currently at. How short-tempered are you? How quick are you to quit? How much do you enjoy or hate life? How are your relationships? How are your finances? How much value are you bringing? And I'm not going to get too deep into these 4 different parts because I do have a whole series coming out, and each video is going to focus solely on one part at a time, but I'm going to just give you a quick synopsis. So self-awareness is the foundation to emotional intelligence, period. It's basically like if you don't have that, it's pointless. So self-awareness is just how self-aware are you? Are you aware of how you feel? Are you aware of how you're impacting other people with what you say and what you do? Are you aware of your flaws? Are you aware that sometimes you speak over people and sometimes you might come off as abrupt or disrespectful? But then on the flip side, are you aware of how well you handle situations, of your strengths, of your weaknesses? Self-awareness is pretty much what just helps you help other people as well as yourself. You can make yourself better through self-awareness because you're able to then reflect on your actions and who you are as a person and improve upon that. And self-management is just taking what you perceive from your self-awareness and just improving and understanding where your high and low points are so you can control them and so you can manage yourself better. So then you have social awareness, and this is a whole different ballgame. Social awareness is not only being aware of what's going on internally, but also externally, looking at other people, looking at their body language, how they receive what you say. Are people receptive or are they unresponsive? How well the people take certain things, how emotionally intelligent are other people. You have to really look outside of yourself, and this right here creates empathy because you're aware. And so if someone snaps at you, instead of you being emotional back, you can really understand where they're coming from. You can be aware, you can notice the triggers that they're showing through their emotions in person and around you and to other people, and you can really put together why they're acting this way, why do they feel this way. And that brings me to my next point: relationship management. That really helps you manage your relationships way better, because if you're self-aware and socially aware, you can manage yourself, you don't even have to worry about the other person. How many times has somebody gotten upset with you or said something that they didn't mean, and you kind of pushed back as well, and it just made everything worse and blow up into this volcano? Well, with you being self-aware and understanding how other people make you feel, and you can just kind of dial back a little bit, and then you can be socially aware and understand where they're coming from, what happened in their life to make them act like that, you'll be surprised because you can really hold yourself back and control what you do and just listen to the other person. And that's half the battle right there. So before I continue, I want you guys to comment down below. Have you always known about emotional intelligence, or is it pretty new to you? Leave a comment. Now that you know what emotional intelligence is, now we're going to talk about its benefits. What are the benefits of emotional intelligence? And why is it important? So the benefits of emotional intelligence are monumental. This includes, but is not limited to, more money, better relationships, you'll be happier, you'll just have a better experience of life because you see it through a totally different lens. People with a high emotional intelligence or EQ are people who just see and think differently than everybody else. And one of the benefits is it outweighs IQ. So for what you don't have in IQ, you can make up with an EQ. In the workplace and in entrepreneurship, in school, and in your relationships, family, friends, significant others, EQ weighs so much more. It's twice as important as technical skills and your cognitive intelligence. But why? Well, when you have a higher EQ, you can communicate better and get along with more people, which means more people are more receptive of you, you're more receptive of them, and they're willing to show you more of what they know. And with emotional intelligence, your networking builds, your communication skills build, your ability to empathize and understand when it's time for you to be upset and understand when it's okay to be mad. Like, it's not all about controlling your temper or controlling every single emotion you have. It's understanding when to let certain emotions out and when not to. There's a time and place for everything. And by the way, I was not exaggerating when I said more money. It actually shows in studies and articles, various studies and articles, that people with the high EQ or emotional intelligence have shown to make more. Why is this? They're more likely to get promotions at work. They're more likely to persevere in entrepreneurial challenges. They're more likable and they're more valuable because they just don't give up. And they constantly look for ways to add value to other people. And as some of you know, the more value you add to the world, the more money you're worth, the more valuable you are as a person in society. And that is really important. People with a high EQ are less likely to give up because they know what's at stake. They know that they're not going to let their emotions get the best of them. They know that these challenges are temporary and they're always looking ahead. They're not just looking at the end result. They're looking at the process of getting to the end result. And that's another benefit all in itself. That's why EQ is so important in leadership and in management, because they're high stress jobs. And what's been shown through studies is managers and leaders with a higher EQ, for one, they last longer in the workplace. Two, they have less stress. Three, they enjoy their jobs a lot more than those who have lower EQs. They have a better family life, a better work-life balance. If you notice, and you probably didn't know this, but most people in the world have a very low EQ, and that's why it's hard for them to balance work and home or whatever they're doing and their household, because a lot of people bring their stress from work or their stress from home into work or into the household, and it's just not good for anybody, and it causes just strife, and it's not good for anybody. People with the high EQ are more healthy, both physically and mentally. They think better, they have habits that allow them to keep their mind clear, such as meditation, such as self-reflection, such as reading, things that relax them. They know how to take care of themselves. They know when they're reaching a certain limit, and so they have countermeasures so that they don't have to worry about suffering and being stressed out and declining in health. There's tons of other benefits, and I'll actually leave some articles below in the description for you to check out. There's also a resource that you can get from Amazon. It's called Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradbury and Jen Greaves. It's an amazing read, and it will definitely deep dive your education towards emotional intelligence if you want to check that out. And it tells you more of the benefits and exactly why those with emotional intelligence have the same benefits that I just mentioned. People with high EQs are just better at life. This isn't to say you can't be successful without EQ, but you will triple your results with having an EQ. Point blank. Guys, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. I'm Reggie Bryant. I make a video every single week about personal growth, entrepreneurship, and success. And the purpose of this channel is to control yourself, control your finances, and control your life so you can live on your own terms. Thanks so much for watching.